Hello, hello, everyone. I see all my friends over in the chat. Rachel, Sherry, Beth, Naomi. I'm so glad that your husband's doing better. Bo, Sue, Sean. Let's see here. Brenda. There's Tanya. Hello. Hey, Lois. Hello, everyone. There's Carol, Marcia, and I know Lori is here. Linda, hello, hello. Michelle, Susan. There's Linda. All of our friends joining in. I love that you all come and just chat with one another and we just have a great time. Oh, North Pole, Alaska. I want to come visit you. It's hot here in South Carolina. Hey, Dawn. And we have friends here from Barbados, and Paula said it was hot here too. Wishing you a happy, stress-free move. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's crazy. Our house is chaos right now, but it's a happy chaos, so I'll take it, right? All right. We did our little walkthrough, our final walkthrough for the new house today. And Kelley, this is the last live from your current. I'll have one more on Wednesday night, and then the Wednesday night is the last one. So lots of crazy things going on here. And then our move starts this weekend. So next week, I'll take a break to get everything done. And then the week following, we will be up and running. Hey, Mindy, how much of your room is packed up? Let's just say that I have to be careful when I walk around the side of my desk because I'll trip over boxes. But it's crazy. It's crazy in here. Okay, so let's go over a couple of little things that we have going on, and then we're going to get busy with the live. So first off, is on our challenge group, Honeybee Stamps Buzzworthy Challenges. We have a class coming up on August the 5th, and it is masculine birthday cards. And so if you go over to our challenge group, and here is the name there on the screen, Honeybee Stamps Buzzworthy Challenges on Facebook. It is a free class. There's a little coupon code there for a bundle or the products that we will be using in the class. And I have done my card, as you can see here, all in blues because we're doing masculine cards. But you could do any colors you wanted. And I always tell my friends, especially you guys and our friends in the challenge group, this is the time to stock up on some of your staple things like blending brushes, oxide inks, because everything that I'll be using in that class has a little discount code in there for you. So make sure you go by and check that out. Let me pull up the comments here. So it'll just be free for us to hang out, craft together. It will be live there in the group. We always do giveaways and things like that. And I always tell my friends, if you need to stock up on glue, paper, blending brushes. We had questions about blending brushes and things like that. So it's always a great time to catch that little discount and then, grab those things. Now, if you will humor me for a second, this is what's been going on. I know you guys know that we're doing a move, and my husband was coming back from a 1-year deployment. So I want you guys to humor me for a second. And this is what we've been doing at my house. So this was on Friday. That's my hubby and my little guy. My hubby's coming off of that big aircraft. You can see the big pallet back there behind him of all their gear and their luggage and all that good stuff. But so exciting. That is what has been going on in our life. And then we have the move coming up. So, yay, Mindy. Yeah, it was something. And it was so cool to see, his big airplane come in. We got to watch him land, and he got dropped off here locally. A couple of the guys did, and then the planes took back off and then went to their final destination. So it took them a few days to get home from where they were. But so how long has he been? He's been home since Friday. So he got home Friday, but he was gone for 376 days. So my kiddo made the big sign for him to hold up, and it was a lot of fun to get to, see him land. And we were on a base, an air base, obviously, and the pilots and everything where we were watching him come in, my little guy got to watch the plane on the radar, get closer and closer. And so we got to follow all that. So it was really, really cool. So I know you guys have been kind of counting down the days with me. I've even gotten really sweet emails about, 21 days left, or, however many days. And so we're so thankful he is home. And then now the chaos is going to start because he came home off of a long deployment and then gets to move. So thankfully it is just across town. It's a short move for us, but it's a move nonetheless. Thank you guys for the sweet comments in there. And I knew you guys would appreciate that because we've been chatting about it all this time. But without further ado, I'm going to go down here to my desk view. And as you know, because we are packing up, I am working with scraps tonight because, we've talked about my scrap pile that I had to clean out and go through because I am a paper hoarder. But I have some scraps. I have a big floral stamp that we're going to use, and I'm going to show you a quick and easy card because these days I'm all about quick and easy, but it turns out beautiful. And I was totally inspired by one of our design team members, and she goes by Inside Out Jeans on Instagram, and she did a really cool card with making strips out of scraps. So that's where I'm going to start out tonight, and then we're going to create a really beautiful daisy card using our scraps. So I've got my paper trimmer, and I haven't prepped anything. You guys are going to watch it from what is quick and easy. Well, Tanya, I am going to show you. Lovely scraps. Okay, so I have gotten 3 different shades of yellow, 3 different shades of green, because I think happy, daisy, whatever. But I was thinking, Christmas cards, you could do red, white, and green. Other florals, you could do pinks and reds, or, whatever you want to do, but it will be fun. So I'm going to start out, and I've just got these scraps, as I mentioned, and I'm going to cut these 1/4 of an inch off of each one. And I'm just going to let them kind of pile up over here. And I am measuring and just eyeballing right here as I go. And so this is an easy one because we're just going to use all these fun, pretty, bright pieces of scrap paper. So I've got 3 greens, 3 yellows, kind of a light, a medium, and a dark. And I could put these in, like light, medium, dark order, or I could mix it up. Just depends on, what floats your boat at the time. And then, of course, I'll probably finish it off with either gems or pearls. I don't know which. So, okay. So I've got all my scraps and my little strips here. Just poured them out the side. And then I might as well, I need to do that while we're doing. Let me move my little strips here. And I'm going to cut my white paper. I even pulled this white piece of paper out of my scrap pile. So I've got my card base. And then let me go ahead while we're cutting. And I'm going to do, let's start out at 5.5. And do an A2 panel because I can always trim it down later. And you know what? I've got a black piece of paper here. I might want to do a black card base. We're going to see, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it. That way it's all trimmed and ready to go when it's time. Okay, so I've got that. And now I have my little A2 size panel here. I'm going to start out by stamping that big floral piece. And I'm going to stick this, let's stick it right up here. And I'm going to remember that I've got it on this line right here. That way if it comes out or does anything, I can stick it back in here. Okay, so this is the Daisy Layers stamp set. And it's called Daisy Layers because you've got this big floral here, but then these here, the little ones, match up into the pattern. So you could actually pop this up and have like a little dimensional bouquet if you wanted to. There's a lot of great, more feminine looking sentiments here. I think of like this dainty kind of swirly font is a little more feminine. So this would be a great one for maybe a birthday card. So I think I may make it a birthday card, and then I've got it in my stash for when I need it, right? Okay, so super easy. I'm just going to arrange or set this large daisy stamp right down. And this will work, I think, with any big stamp. And I'm just going to have it kind of off center here, because I want to leave room, and I can kind of look here. So the enjoy your special day is what I think that I'm going to use. Do you guys hear that in the background? I told you my house is chaos. Usually it's quiet here, but we have, you're going to get story time as I craft here. We have pet birds, and my big bird is going bananas right now. So if you hear strange noises, that's what it is. He's crazy town. Okay, so my large stamp, I'm going to ink it up with VersaFine, and I'll have to heat set it because I don't want to make a mess. But this is going to make it nice and crisp pretty much right off the bat. And I'm just going to stamp this down and then use my what is this called? Pressure tool to get a good impression and slide right over the top of that. Okay, so let's see how we're looking. And that looks really good right off the bat. It's really clean. So let me put the lid on that so we don't make a mess. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick this up out of my Misty. And because I have that sticky mat in there, I'm going to use my little die pick to kind of release that off of the sticky mat. All right. So I'm leaving the stamp. So that's important. I'm going to leave the stamp right where it is, set that aside, and I'm going to use my heat tool just to set that in. Rachel, there is a new release coming soon. Right now it is scheduled for August the 15th, mid-August, and it is going to be full of fall, autumn yumminess. I have seen all the things, and it is spectacular. Okay. I don't want to stick my hands in this and then smear it all over my pretty card. Okay. So I've got a little bump in my paper, but that's going to be okay because we're going to work it all out. All right. This is where the strips are going to come in. All right, let's move that little guy out of the way. And this is what is going to make me nervous because I have to somewhat kind of line these up, and I am so impatient. All right, I'm going to line these up according to color. So I've got a light, like a medium, and then a really super bright yellow, and then I've got my light green, and then a medium green, and the deepest color green. Okay, what do you guys think about that order? I think it's going to be pretty, and I think it's like happy with the flowers and the daisies and things like that. But you can see if you were going to do like a poinsettia card or something like that, where you could have red, white, and green, or pinks and reds, or something like that. Beth said that's a great order. I think so too. I kind of like going from the light and then to the dark like that. All right, so this is where we're going to get crazy here. And this is what makes me nervous. I've got my adhesive, and I'm going to use, at least for the first my little strip, I'm going to use the lines on my desk mat to kind of line these up. So I'm just going to flip it over and make sure I've got the right one. Flip it over and I can add barely any adhesive back here. Let's get my glue going and then line that up. I got to think about where I want my sentiment to go. I kind of lined it up right over here. So I know that I'm going to use this line right here across my desk and kind of press that down. And we're just going to make some strips across here. And you're probably thinking, oh my word, what is she doing? But it's all going to come together. Right? And I think we've all established here in our friend group that we all are paper hoarders and we all have scraps. So this really is a great way to kind of use up some of our little scraps of paper. I know that there's a lot of designers and card makers that like to do, little strip die cuts and strips on cards, whether you're making a rainbow or anything. I think it would be pretty to almost do like candy cane or something in the winter or for Christmas. All right, so we're going to run into the greens here like that. And I'm just buttoning it up now that I've kind of got my line established like that. And then we'll do our medium green like that. And I'm kind of pressing them and using that liquid adhesive, to kind of slide around. And it's going to stick to my desk a little bit, but that's okay. And then our darkest green, my craft one, hoarding is part of my craft. Yes, we are craft supply collectors, right? We're not hoarders exactly. We're collectors. We have a collection of craft supplies. There we go. So I've got that like nicely pressed down on there. I think we're pretty straight. It might not be absolutely perfect, but we're gonna call it good, right? Okay, so I'm pulling back out my trimmer. And first off, I'm gonna line up this side here and I'm gonna trim off the excess right there. And then I'm gonna flip it around, tuck all those little strips in there, and then line it up again. And then trim off that side. Okay, now let's see what we have. So here is our trimmed card. All right, now, hopefully I don't make a mess. Okay, so I lined it up. I'm going to remember where I stuck it right in the MISTI, right? And you can kind of see here where I've made an inky mess. Sometimes an inky mess is helpful because we can kind of line things back up. Okay, all right, now here we go. Let's see if Kelley do it? Is she gonna make a total mess with the VersaFine? Let's see. Sometimes this ink is your best friend and sometimes it's gonna make a mess. Let's see here. Hopefully I don't double stamp it. All right, here we go. Right over my little strips of paper. Homina, homina, homina. Not too shabby. It's not too bad. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit darker right in here so it kind of matches everything else right there. And then I'm going to close the door, give that another little rub, and then pick it up. Okay, now let's do this. Now let's pull this back. All right, let me close that up. And you know what? I'm going to do the sentiment. before I get like way far into this. So let me do a little scrubby scrub, because I'll definitely be sticking my hands in that. And then let's pull out that sentiment that I want to use. Enjoy your special day. I think that one will be good for just, you know, a little birthday card to put in my stash. Okay, and then I'm going to try really hard not to stick my hands in the ink. So I'm going to line this up. Let's see here how we're looking. Let me kind of straighten it just a little bit. And I'm forever getting my sticky fingers on my sentiments, and then they're harder to get into their spot. Okay, here we go. A little tap, tap, tap. There we go. That's cute. Okay, we're doing good so far. Now I can pull this back. Let's see, a great way to use up your collection of beauty. Yes, that's what I was thinking too. I was so inspired by Inside Out jeans that, oh, look at this. And I missed a little boo-boo on my Y. That's okay. We're going to fix it. Okay, so thank goodness for sand erasers. Let's see if I can do this without making a mess. Right there. And then my Y is missing a little bit of his little lip right there, but I think I'm going to leave it like as is for now. Okay. And I am going to trim this down one more time, just because that's how we roll. And I'm going to try not to stick my fingers in the ink, even though I heat set it. But I'm going to trim this down to 4 right there. Okay. And then I want to trim this end. And then I'm going to carefully flip it. And then trim it one more time. And that's just because I want the card base to pop out and have a border around the edge. Okay. Now we can decide. All right, do we like the white paper? And so the finished card would look something like this. Do we like the white, or do we like the black? All right, what do you guys think? White or black? Let's see. Hello. I'm liking the use of the strips. I know. So easy, right? For a quick, simple card. And it looks really pretty, but we're not spending a ton of time coloring it. Carol says black. I was thinking the black too. Black. Everybody's saying black. Okay, there we go. So aren't you glad I found that scrap of black paper so I can set that white one aside and I can use it next time? Okay, so the next thing you guys have to decide and help me with are gems or pearls. So super shiny or a little more subtle. So what's your go-to? Are you a gem, super shiny kind of gal, crafter, or are we a pearl more subtle kind of crafter? So that's what we have to think about next. All right, so this is going to go like this. And I'm going to actually pop this up with his sparkles, pearls for this card. Pearls, pearls, gems, pearls, gems. You guys are a mixed bag tonight. All right, so I'm going to very carefully, and hopefully that ink has really set up. Let's see what you guys are saying. Sparkling. I'm usually a pearl girl. I'm gonna hold them up and we can take a vote. I wish we had like a little live poll something or other on here where we could kind of do a vote. Okay, now this is tricky too because once you lay this tape down, there's like no going back. Okay, that's pretty close. So let's tap all the little places down. There we go. Now we've got a little subtle dimension there. Super cute. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I pulled out some pearls. So I've got this darker green that's going to be pretty with the greens. There is a yellow here that's a lighter yellow. So here's our pearls. And let me put our scrap piece of white paper under here so we can kind of see them better. Okay, here's our pearls. But then I've got 9 million gems. So let's look. Let's see what we can find in our bag here. Okay, so here's some yellow. See the sparkle? What are we thinking? Gems. And then I can dig through and find some greens. Ooh, I don't know. Here's some gems. All right, so you guys put your vote in. Here's some lighter greens. There's too many pretty choices. Okay, let's see what your pearls. Yes, the little ones love this technique. Thank you. Still like the pearls. Do a mix. I could do a mix. Let's see here. Pearls. Okay, so we're thinking like more soft and subtle here. I'm thinking. And I think that I'm just going to kind of sprinkle them like around the sentiment maybe. What do we think? All right, so I think most everybody is saying pearls. So let's do the pearls. Okay. All right, and then let's take these pretty green ones like here. Okay, let's do one tucked right in there. And then let's do some yellow too. We got to spread the colors out. Right? Let's pull a yellow one down here by this green. We'll kind of mix it up. And you can tell on this pack, look how much I've loved that green. Look, I only have 4 left. Time for another pack of those. Green, we can kind of mix it up down in here. Let's put one right in there. 1, 2, 3. Let's do some more yellows. Let's do a baby yellow. Like here. 4. We got to have odd numbers. We got to. Okay, let's do another a little green. Okay, how are we looking here? 1, 2, 3. That looks good, but it looks off kilter to me. I think we need some more somewhere. Where do you guys think? I think we're going to have to add more. Do I put some like in the little flowers to kind of spread them out a little bit? That might help. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just a little subtle little dot there. What are we thinking? Let's see, very pretty. Do some on the lines. Do some on the lines. Let's do another green one. Here we go. Here we go, and I'm just adjusting. Do we like the green on the yellow? That's kind of cute. I don't like that one right there. Oh, maybe right there next to that little yellow one. And then we got to have one more because we have to have odd numbers, right? Let's do a big yellow. Let's do a big yellow and let's do it like right. I don't know. Can we ever have too many gems? Let's do one right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, I have to stop or we'll have pearls. This will be like all pearled up. That's kind of cute. Okay. And then I've seen some card makers. You'll have to tell me if you've seen this, but I've seen some card makers that will stamp like this, but instead of coloring like the whole design, you might color like just this one big flower right here or something like that. So it's kind of like modern and different looking. But this is definitely like super easy. How long did it take us? Less than 30 minutes to put the card together. Yes. Thank you, Lisa. Let's see. Thank you, Susan. Okay. So super easy. I want to see all of you in the challenge group. And we have our color scheme over in the challenge group. You could totally do a Christmas card like this and use our little colors like we used last week. I wish I had the little graphic still up, but that would be a great way to use some of those scraps in our little color scheme for our challenge this month. All right. Okay. Thank you, Mindy. Like a focal point. Yes. It's kind of different. And it's a way to use some of those big old stamps without having to, because we always need a quick birthday card, right? It never fails that I need a birthday card like right then, right? And so this is an easy one that we can do scraps. We can use our scraps. Okay, love the easy. Exactly. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's right. All right. Well, Lisa, you know what time it is. It is time for one of our friends to win a giveaway. Even the simple easy card would take me at least. Oh, Sherry, you can do it, girl. You can do it. Alicia Johnson, you are the winner. So I'm going to pop the name up here. So Alicia, I hope I'm saying that correctly. You are the winner. Okay. So if you, my friend, would email me at Kelley, Kelley at honeybeestamps.com to claim your prize, I will hook you up with your gift card. Yay! Let's see. For Christmas cards, you could use gold for sure. You could. Gold or silver. Christmas cards, you can pull out the glitter paper because, I hoard the glitter paper, right? I used scraps of glitter paper on last week's card for our snowflakes, but that would be pretty even to do like reds and greens, but then do a strip of glitter paper in there. That would be so fun. All right, you guys. So join me Wednesday night. So Wednesday night will be my last Crafty Live here at this house. And then next week, I'm taking a little break so I can get moved. And then I will be back to for us to craft together the week after that. So she needs, oh my word, the kitchen hasn't been packed yet. Yeah, thanks for the reminder there, my friend Lisa. I'm going to make you come pack with me. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you Wednesday night. Goodbye, friends.